So this activity is actually one of my favorites to use with kids, and I'll tell you why later. So right now, what I have is a list of letters A through Z in alphabetical order, spaced out, and what I'm doing is I'm taking this Pillsbury cookie dough in place of what would usually be Play-Doh, and if you have Play-Doh, it's better to use that, but I had to use what I had. So what you want to do is take this cookie dough or Play-Doh. What I did, since I'm using cookie dough, which is more sticky, I sat down some saran wrap to wrap it in, so that way I wouldn't have to worry about it getting stuck to things later during the activity. I don't think you'd have to use saran wrap if you're using Play-Doh, but yeah, so what I do is I go ahead and lay out a ball above each letter. Alright, so they're pretty evenly spaced, then wrap them so that way they don't get stuck to the instrument I'm using later. And what I'm doing here is just making sure that there's enough space between each so that way they don't stick together when they get squished, because that's actually the object of the activity, is spelling out words or finding letters and squishing the ball on top of the letter for a more fun way to spell things out or to practice your ABCs. Now, if you're using saran wrap, it's really important to make sure smooth it out as much as you can so the students or your children can see the letter below each of the cookie dough balls or whatever you're wrapping. So make sure that they're very visible, because that's very important when they go to spell the word out. Now we're ready to select an instrument for the child to use to squash each of the cookie dough pieces above each letter. So here, the child just squished J, now U, followed by an I, a C, and an E, alright, which spells juice. Okay, so that's kind of how it works. Now here are 3 examples of how to use this activity. The first is having a child spell a word regularly. The second is having them spell by definition. And the third is by having them give the letter. Spell California.
California. Now spell out the word that means
a usually inherited position,
female ruler of an independent state. Q, U, E, E, N, queen. Now find the letter T as in toy. Now find the letter J as in jump. Now find the letter B as in boy. H as in hat. And N as in nap.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to post what you guys ended up doing in the comments.